Well, this is the last part. This is the Aces of the Week gallery for the last week of December. Yes, I know it's now the 5th of Jan, but hey, it happens. Focusing purely on TDs, although to be perfectly honest with you, this week it should be called the Adam Strib 80 show. Anyway, without further ado, let's go and have a look at the gallery. Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. And as I said, this week it's the Aces of the Week for the last week of December, focusing on tank destroyers. And as I also said, it should be just called the Adam Strib 80 show. So without further ado, let's get straight into it with Adam Strib 80 of the Clan Lager, rolling out in one of my favourite TDs, the Jagdpanther 2, the German Tier 8 TD here, rolling out on the EU server. Now, it's fair to say this is an absolutely fantastic tank. I've featured the Jagdpanther 2 before from a friend of mine called Vorso on the US server, and he played it like a dream. And I do love this tank. Let's have a look at this tank a bit further. So the HP is 1150. It's got a fantastic view range of just shy of 300 meters. Its DPM on the standard AP is 3020, which is massive for a Tier 8 tank. If you stick the Pramo in, it goes down to 2560, again, which is not too bad. And with the HE loaded, it jumps up to 3039. The penetration you'll get on the standard AP is 246 with a top alpha roll of 460. On the APCR, the penetration jumps up to 311 with a damage of 390. And on the HE, the penetration is not too bad, it's 65 with damage of massive 600, which is huge at this tier. Rate of fire, well, you're going to get just shy of 7 rounds a minute, which equates to just over 9 seconds reload. Aim time is about 2 seconds, and its gun depression is a measly 6.5. Speed-wise, you'll get 55 kilometers out of this thing. And as you can see here, Adam Strib has already quickly dispatched a tank and done 1,200 damage. I mean, this thing is a beast. You put this in the right place and in the right hands, and boy, is it a game changer. And it's fair to say, I absolutely love this tank. I really absolutely adore it. It's got everything you should ever want in the TD. A lot of people complain about these fixed turret TDs. This one is awesome because of its speed. I mean, look at that. You know, you can just get it into great positions, and when you shove that AP into the back of something like the T-71 there, it's just gonna decimate it. Now the AMX, I mean, look at the turn. I mean, its turn in circle is absolutely awesome. The mobility on this tank is unlike most of the other TDs. It's fast and it's furious, and you know, it's also got absolutely really good armor. I mean, it's got better armor than the tank it's based on, which is the Panther 2. You stick this in a good position like this, and you know, it's hard to pen it. Coupled with the fact that its gun is super accurate and dishes out shed loads of damage. I mean, watch this. Boom. AMX, CDC, gone. Okay, he's lost a shed load of hit points. He's done just shy of 3,000 damage realistically. He's got 2 kills. He's capped a base. He's now going to cap another base. He's been in the thick of the battle. It's 2 against 2. Okay, he's got, you know, relatively difficult tanks out there, what with the T-29 and the T-34-85. The T-29 is obviously the biggest threat to him, realistically. I mean, the Rudy is a great tank, and the T-29's gone, so it's just the Rudy left. I cannot emphasize enough, guys, if you haven't got this tank in your garage, you really need to try and get it into your garage, because for a TD, this is just spectacular. I mean, watch this move. I mean, this is an awesome maneuver. He sticks himself in a great position. The poor old Rudy is doing his utmost to try and get shots in there. He's bouncing left, right, and center. I mean, look, he's bounced over 1,000 already. He's done 3,400. takes the Rudy out, shy of 4,000 damage, shy of 2,000 bounces. That's just spectacular gameplay in a spectacular tank. So guys, really, try and get this tank in your garage. And I'd like to thank AdamStrib80 of Lager for providing that replay, because it goes to show how good this tank is. And you see there, the two top tanks were both Jag Panther 2s. It's just absolutely awesome. Anyway, moving on to another tank I really like, which is underrated. This is my very good friend Grums23 of clan FTC3, part of the clan family that I'm in FTC1. He's rolling out in the Dicker Max, the German tier 6 premium TD on the EU server. Now, I did a review of this tank a while ago, and a lot of people prefer the Star Emil. I, on the other hand, love this tank. When it first came out, it was absolutely awful, in my opinion. Then they buffed it and buffed it. Now, this tank is absolutely a dream to play. It's just really good. And one of the things that makes it so good is its gun. It's got the 10.5 centimeter Cannon 18 gun, which, by the way, is the gun that you get when you first get the Stour Emil. It's a tier 8 gun. This is a tier 6 TD, guys. So you've got, in a tier 6 TD, a gun with your standard AP that will dish out 310 damage. It has a penetration of 169. It's got a DPM of 2,209. Okay, its hit points are not that great with 900. Got a fantastic view range. Now you stick in the APCR, and of course your damage goes down to 260, but your pen goes up to 227. Whereas on the HE, okay, you've got great penetration for this level at 53. You've got a DPM of 2,708, and the damage rises to 380. The other thing, the reload time, okay, you're going to get a rate of fire of just over 7 rounds a minute, which equates to just shy of 8.5 seconds on the reload. Aim time is pretty decent too, at just over 1.5 seconds. The depression is massive. It is a massive 15 degrees, which is the same as the Stour Emil. So a lot of people prefer the Stour Emil. I, on the other hand, don't forget the Stour Emil is a tier above this tank. This is a tier 6 TD. You stick it in the right place and in the right hands. This is an absolute monster at its tier. There's no two ways about it. And as you can see here, Grums23 has already done just shy of 2,000 damage. Okay, he's lost a lot of hit points. He's only on 93 himself. But he's been tearing up the battlefield. He hasn't killed anything, I agree. But the amount of damage he's dished out and assisted his team is what you should be doing in a TD. Now, okay, he gets his first kill. Okay, TDs are called tank destroyers. That doesn't mean you have to destroy everything. It means you are there to take all the hit points. There's kill number 2. And this is why I love this tank. Its ability to decimate the other tanks on the battlefield at this tier is uncanny. I mean, look at the damage this guy is churning out in this thing. And if you haven't seen my review on the Dicker Max, oh, there's kill number 3, then I suggest you get over and have a look at why I think the Dicker Max is totally underrated. Okay, a lot of people love the Stour Emil because Bushka did a video on it along with all the other CCs talking about its awesome gun depression. Guys, this thing's got the same gun depression. It's no different. You can get this thing behind a hill and almost have it completely in cover with the gun poking out. That is how effective this is. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's a fantastic TD. And if you've got it and you haven't been out in it for a while, give it another bash. 3,418 damage. A well-deserved mastery. 3 kills. And don't forget, he only had 96 hit points left. That is a great battle. And I'd like to thank my friend Grums23 of FTC3 for sharing that replay with us. A well-deserved mastery. Next up, we've got AdamStrib80 of Lager yet again. He really loves his TDs. This time he's rolling out in the Jag Panther, the tier 7 TD. Now, it's a tier 7 TD, which means it's the same tier as the Stour Emil. Now, the thing between these two is, this doesn't have a massive gun like the Star Emil. I mean, the Star Emil has got a tier 9 gun with the 12.8 Cannon 40. The Jag Panther's top gun is the 10.5cm pack L52, which gives it a really decent DPM, 2,796, penetration of 200, damage of 310 on the standard AP. If you stick in the APCR, okay, your DPM drops of course, but the penetration goes up to 244 and the damage is a measly 260. Whacking the HE, your DPM rises to 3788, your penetration drops to 60, but your damage goes up to 420. Rate of fire, well, you're going to find you're going to get about 9 rounds a minute, which is a reload time of just shy of 7 seconds. That's 6.65. Aim time is really good, 1.57, and its depression is quite pants at 8% because it's a it's pretty low down in the turrets, not that great. Thing about it is though, it's got good fast mobility at 55 kilometers an hour, and it's got pretty decent HP. I mean, the HP is 1050 with a massive Q range again. Now, I actually like the Jag Panther. In fact, I like most of the German TDs. And again, I did a review on this tank. Well, I didn't do a review. I did a review where I said 3 TDs, 3 different battles, and showed you that the Jag Panther is quite a versatile tank. And here, Adam Strib is showing you exactly the same thing. I mean, the reload time is fantastic for a TD, and it's got a really effective gun. I mean, he's already dished out shy of 2,500 damage and taken 3 kills. This tank is a beast if you play it correctly. Its armor isn't that bad. Okay, Adam Strib here has lost quite a few hit points, but he's also, if you put it in the right place, you can bounce a few with this tank. He hasn't bounced anything in this game, unfortunately, because he's playing it a bit aggressively. But that's not a problem. You can play this tank aggressively, and there's kill number 4. There's just one tank left, and it's the KV2. Hey! So, again, if you're grinding the German tanks and the German TDs, don't try and skip over this one. Oh, the KV2's gone. Because it's a great tank. He's just done 3,000 damage, he gets a WoW Deserved Mastery, and 4 kills. Another great game in a German TV by Adam Strib 80. And here we go again with Adam Strib 80 rolling back out in the Jag Panther 2, which, as I said, is a fantastic TD. I mean, I don't need to go through all the rigmarole again of telling you all its stats. I did that in the first replay that Adam sent us. Here he is in Mayan Ruins. Now, like I said in the first replay, you have to appreciate the turn of speed of this thing. I mean, look at this. He's getting almost 50 kilometers an hour out of this thing. You lose a bit going up the hill. I mean, it's a TD. It's quite weighty. The gun, however, on this beast should not be underestimated. You have the ability to present a lot of pain. You really do. And one of the reasons why I love this tank is the ability to do the amount of damage that it does at this tier. I mean, if you watch this poor T28 prototype. Oh, he misses. There you go. Look, I mean, goes to show that my commentary is not always spot on. He's going to give it another go with the Leopard PTA. Yeah, he gets a massive engine fire, huge damage of just shy of 600. I mean, this tank is great, guys. If you haven't got it, really try and get it. Grind your way to this tank. The IS-5, stick 440 down his nose. Back away a bit. Well, we can have a look at the T28 again and maybe have a look at that PTA. Oh, no, PTA is not shown, but the E75 is, so stick a big 380 roll into the side of him. I mean, 1,300 damage, 4 shots. Oh, there's the E75, stick one into him again. Another massive 400 roll. The gun is super accurate. The damage is absolutely huge for this tank at this tier. E75 again, completely opened up, and he's gone. Another 382 roll. Taking the tank out does just over 2,000 damage. Poor old VK100-01P. Oh, that was unlucky. Oh, he just managed to dip his head back behind the parapet, so to speak. And, oh, look at this. Adam Strib has seen the RU-251 trying to make a move down there. Oh, he's moving around, jumping around there. Because he's a fast tank. Oh, there he is. big massive roll, 600. I don't know why it's glitching there. It's very strange. I mean, it's the 251. I mean, the Jag Panther 2's too. The 251 seems to be glitching. He's gone for a Burton anyway. Few tanks left, mainly ISs and that VK. Now, there's the first IS. It's the IS-8. Pretty formidable tank. Oh, and there's the IS-5. What can we do here, Adam? Yeah, you can stick a 400 massive roll into his nose again. It's just, this tank is just a dream tank. And if, you know, go out in it, guys. Play it like this. I mean, Adam's not even had a single shot hit him yet. He's bounced nothing, and he's not even scratched the paintwork. Oh, there's the IS-6. Take a big, massive roll from him, but doesn't really matter because he's got a better reload than that poor old IS. Here he comes, he's going for the kill. No, it's not going to work, is it? I mean, Adam's going to be able to strike. He's done 4,400 damage here. I mean, this is huge damage, guys. But this is normal for this tank. You know, you play it correctly, this tank is an absolute beast. And there goes the IS. Kill number 2. Just shy of 5,000 damage. What a fantastic game. 4,770 damage. A well-deserved mastery. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with Grums 23 in his Dick and Max. And I'd like to give a big thanks to Adam Strib 80 of the Lager Clan and Grums 23 of FTC3 for providing their replays of their TDs. Without you guys, this wouldn't happen, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me, and they were a pleasure to watch. Guys, if you've got any decent replays of you in TDs, or in any tanks for that matter, it doesn't matter if they're aces, any good gameplay, by all means, send them across to me at fujitsblitz@gmail.com. Please comment, like, and if you can, subscribe, because it costs you nothing. And with that, I will say my usual, stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking, because it's all about fun and happiness. Hey, I've been Fujit, and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments, tell me what can be improved, and tell me what you'd like to see. I'd really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.